Easter 2024 for the kids' vacation. We planned this trip to Hawaii. The plan was just to get away, like everybody does, relax, refresh, phones are off, and that it was. It was beautiful, it was green. Just remember exhaling, and it was awesome. As we're driving in, the first thing you see driving in is this little jetty that's going from sand out into the ocean, and you see people just jumping off of it. So our kids, being our kids, they're just like, "Dad, we're definitely doing that." And it's like, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do that. I know I probably wanted to do a bigger, better jump than everybody else. But right off of the deck, like, I knew I was gonna belly flop. And I was like, all right, I'll just dive out of it, like a little shallow dive, and touch the bottom lightly. Just brush my head, and like, at least this is how I recollect it. And I was like, oh, that was close. I get enough room and I'm about to push up. And then that's when I realized that I couldn't push up, that I'm now just like laying at the top and just with my head down, and I can't move. I can't explain the calm, but I mean, it's only God in this moment, because I should be freaking out, but I'm not. I inhale until water starts coming in. Probably gave me like 20 more seconds or so, and within that time frame, my son comes and he just puts his hand on my forehead and just pushes my head up.
And as God would have it, the person that called and got my attention first happened to be a ER doctor that had her surfboard with her. Sorry. And she's like, I don't think he's okay. Which is when Zaya went up to him, and just in the nick of time, gave him that breath.
Yeah.
Right away intervened and put Nick on the board, and stabilized his neck. So that really, I just thank God for that.
As they've got me settled on the surfboard, and how I felt was there was about 10 people around the surfboard walking me in, and in that crowd, somebody said, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay." I was in your shoes last year. I think I had my eyes closed, and I opened them up, and I was like, "Who said that?" And this guy was over my shoulder, walking me in. He's like, "Oh, I was right where you were last year with a broken neck. You're gonna be alright." And it's another angel. God would not let me believe this wasn't gonna be okay. Mm-hmm. And I knew right then and there. I was like, okay, it's time to fight.
The ER doctor came into the room with me and my dad to explain that Nick had broken C1 through C5, and that he probably wasn't going to be able to walk again. Just knowing Nick, he's an Olympic athlete. He is, we do all these sports with our kids and everything, and just, so my mind went to worst case scenario. And even, my dad was like, you don't know that. You don't know that. So we had surgery the next day on Monday. And because I work in a hospital, I actually got connected with the chief of neurosurgery at USC, who called me while you were in surgery.
Angel.
Again, another angel. And he told me that Nick's going to be okay, which neurosurgeons don't say that. But he said he's going to be okay. He's gonna come back from this. So that was another blessing. But after surgery, when Nick woke up, he was already doing exercises. I kid you not, before he opened his eyes, he was moving his arms. He was like with the other hand, just going to work. Nick was so determined.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I wasn't going to atrophy.
You knew you were moving.
I know.
And so we got him to Shirley Ryan Rehab in Chicago.
Yes.
And the first day that we got there, they put you on a treadmill and started walking.
Right.
And the physical therapists were literally lifting moving his leg for him. But it was so crucial that he started walking early.
And I loved every bit of it. Kate hates when I say this.
When we left Chicago, we were in Chicago for 2 months. Nick was wheeled into the plane in Chicago on a wheelchair. A wheelchair was ordered for home to arrive at the airport. I left Nick seated so I could go get the wheelchair. And as I was setting up the wheelchair, Nick walks out by himself.
I had crutches.
And that was it. We didn't have a wheelchair after that. He never used a wheelchair at home.
I did not.
God doesn't leave us in the valley. That's when he's closest to us. And he will walk you through to the other side. And he'll be in every detail.
I just love having God like just hug me while I was underwater. It almost felt there was something it was I can't explain like how held I was in that moment. So even if it was for me having a stronger faith and just knowing that he is real, I'll take that any day.
I got this
Queens
book in the hospital, so this was part of my journal. But I wrote down Deuteronomy 31:8, which says, "And the Lord, He is the one who goes before you. He will be with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Do not fear nor be dismayed." And so I just remember that we were held and prayed for, and I feel like I could viscerally feel the prayers coming in, and that the community that we have just held us. I think that's why we were led to share this story now, exactly 2 years later, in the hopes that, we can just give others
some hope
and that they could be blessed from Nick's story.
Some hope. It's not over.
Truly a miraculous healing that only God could do.
The journey is not over. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. If I could say anything,